Welcome to Curiosity, the podcast where science meets wonder. Join us as we explore the fascinating, the innovative, and the unexpected, from the secrets of the cosmos to the marvels of everyday life. Each episode takes you on a journey to uncover the knowledge and stories that fuel our endless quest for understanding. Let your curiosity guide you.
Ever felt like your brain is running a secret night shift when you're asleep? Beyond just powering down, our incredible brains are actually putting in a full night's work, performing some of the most vital tasks for our health and well-being. Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we unpack fascinating topics from your sources to give you the ultimate shortcut to being well-informed. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches every single one of us every single night, but one we often take for granted: sleep.
Yeah. And what's truly revolutionary about recent neuroscientific discoveries is how they've completely transformed our understanding of sleep. It's really not passive unconsciousness at all. It's an incredibly active and absolutely essential period of maintenance, repair, and, well, optimization that affects every single aspect of your mental and physical health. You can sort of think of it as your brain's essential nightly maintenance mode. The sheer complexity and, the critical functions happening while you're unaware are truly astounding. It really underscores just how vital quality sleep is to, well, everything you do.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our sources paint a pretty vivid picture of sleep as, like, your brain's equivalent of closing down a bustling city for essential infrastructure work. Imagine municipal crews repairing roads, cleaning streets, and meticulously maintaining complex systems while traffic is minimal. That's essentially what your sleeping brain is doing, right? Engaging in critical, often microscopic housekeeping. So our mission today is to journey through this fascinating landscape. We want to reveal the intricate processes that unfold during different sleep stages, the profound consequences of neglecting this vital function, and maybe most importantly, practical strategies for optimizing your sleep for better brain health and cognitive performance. It really is time to truly understand what's happening behind those closed eyelids. For so long, we often just dismissed sleep as mere downtime, didn't we? A passive state where our brains simply power down, like closing a laptop, pressing the off button, and just waiting to reboot in the morning. But as our sources powerfully reveal, that couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, it's a remarkable nightly transformation, far more active and intricate than simply hitting an off switch. It's like discovering that while the city sleeps, it's actually hosting this intricate, highly coordinated ballet of repair and renewal.
Precisely. Your brain isn't just resting. It's actively engaged in critical housekeeping activities that are genuinely impossible to perform while you're awake and, actively processing information. Think about it.
Yeah.
When you're awake, your brain is just bombarded with sensory input, sights, sounds, thoughts, emotions. It's constantly analyzing, reacting, problem solving, forming new connections, trying to make sense of the world. It's simply too busy managing the immediate, often urgent demands of consciousness to dedicate the necessary resources to these deep restorative processes.
Right, it needs that quiet time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These are the operations that require quiet, focused attention, similar to how a deep cleaning crew can only work efficiently when everyone else has gone home. This isn't just time off for your brain. It's when some of its most important fundamental work gets done. Work that simply cannot wait or be postponed indefinitely without significant cumulative consequences.
So what does this all mean for you, the person listening right now? It means that every night, your brain is literally maintaining your ability to form and retrieve memories, to clear out the toxic waste products that build up during the day.
Yeah, the gunk.
To strengthen the neural connections that help you learn and adapt, and to fundamentally prepare you for the next day's challenges. When we talk about cumulative effect, it sounds profound. This deep dive is our shortcut to understanding why prioritizing quality sleep isn't a luxury. It's non-negotiable for your long-term mental and physical health. It's not just about feeling less tired.
Not at all.
It's about safeguarding the very foundation of your cognitive and physical well-being. It's about building a more resilient, sharper, and healthier you. So sleep isn't a single uniform state then. It's a truly complex, beautifully orchestrated process, almost like a symphony with different movements, each playing a crucial part. It's definitely not just hitting an off switch and hoping to wake up refreshed. It's a dynamic journey.
Absolutely. We all kind of know about NREM and REM sleep, those two major categories that define our nights. But what's truly fascinating is how distinctly different their roles are, almost like two separate, highly specialized departments in your brain's nightly operations.
Okay.
And it's not just a switch from one to the other. It's a cyclical process that unfolds in predictable patterns throughout the night. Your brain cycles through these distinct stages approximately every 90 to 110 minutes. Most adults experience maybe 4 to 6 complete cycles during a full night's rest. Imagine your brain methodically working its way through a carefully designed program, repeating these vital sequences to ensure everything gets done, from the heavy-duty maintenance to the creative problem-solving.
And our sources outline a fascinating progression through the night itself. It's not random, it's a beautifully choreographed sequence that ensures maximum efficiency for all these crucial tasks, like a well-planned itinerary for your brain's nightly work.
That's a perfect analogy. This natural progression ensures your brain receives the full spectrum of restorative processes it needs. You have the early night, which is roughly the first 1 to 3 hours after you fall asleep. This period is dominated by deep NREM sleep stages, and it's absolutely crucial for physical restoration and the initial processing of memories.
Right, the body repair phase.
Exactly. This is when your body is doing its most intense physical repair work. Then comes the middle night, typically from about hours 3 to 6. Here, you'll find a more even mix of lighter NREM sleep and increasing amounts of REM sleep. This phase is important for more refined memory consolidation and emotional processing as your brain starts to integrate the day's experiences.
Okay.
Finally, the late night encompassing the final 1 to 3 hours before you wake up. This is primarily characterized by lighter sleep stages and longer, more frequent REM periods. This is essential for creative thinking, complex memory integration, and those, moments we sometimes wake up with.
Yeah, where things just click.
Precisely. Feeling like a puzzle piece has finally clicked into place. Each phase builds upon the last, contributing to a holistic brain reset that prepares you for the day ahead.
Okay, so let's zoom into NREM, the non-rapid eye movement sleep. It's not just one stage, is it? It's a whole journey from drifting off to completely out, doing different things along the way, almost like gearing down through different speeds.
Exactly. It's a deliberate progression from light dozing to the deepest, most profoundly restorative sleep. Each stage plays a vital preparatory role in setting your brain up for optimal function the next day, with each one building on the previous. Think of it as a ramp where your brain gradually slows down its electrical activity and tunes into deeper, more synchronized rhythms. It really sets the stage for the crucial, heavy-duty work that follows.
That feeling when you're just drifting off, easily startled awake, maybe even experiencing that sudden muscle jerk, a hypnic jerk as you fall deeper.
That's stage one, right? It's that
Yeah.
fleeting moment where you're not quite awake but not fully asleep either. Precisely. It's a brief, fragile transition from wakefulness to sleep. Typically lasts only maybe 5 to 10 minutes in healthy individuals. During this phase, your brainwaves begin to slow significantly, shifting from the active, high-frequency beta waves of your waking state to the more relaxed alpha and then theta waves.
Okay.
Alpha waves indicate a state of relaxed awareness, while theta waves truly signify the onset of light sleep. Your muscle activity decreases, eye movements slow considerably, and your brain's sensory relay station, the thalamus, begins to filter and limit the sensory information reaching your conscious cortex.
Right. Turning down the volume on the outside world.
Exactly. It's the gentle off-ramp from the day's activity, a necessary quieting down before the deeper work begins. You're still somewhat aware of your surroundings, which is why a small noise, like a creaking floorboard, can so easily jolt you awake.
This next stage, stage 2, accounts for a huge chunk of our sleep, nearly half of our total sleep time. What's happening in there if it's still considered light sleep? It sounds like it's doing a lot more than just waiting for deep sleep to kick in. Seems deceptively simple.
It definitely is deceptively active. While still considered light sleep, this stage involves significant brain activity and crucial functions. It's characterized by 2 distinctive brainwave patterns that appear like signatures on an EEG. First, we have sleep spindles. These are brief, rapid bursts of brainwave activity lasting about half a second to 2 seconds, occurring every 3 to 10 seconds or so.
Okay, spindles.
These are generated by the thalamus and play a crucial role in blocking external sensory information from reaching your conscious awareness, essentially acting as a sophisticated noise cancellation system for your brain. Without them, you'd be much more easily disturbed.
Ah, makes sense.
And second, K-complexes. These are large, slow brainwaves that appear spontaneously but can also be triggered by sensory input. They seem to serve as a gatekeeper function, evaluating whether external stimuli like a sudden sound are significant enough to warrant waking you up.
Like a bouncer for your brain.
Kind of, like an internal alarm system deciding if a noise is truly important or if it can be ignored to maintain sleep continuity. During stage 2, several key functions truly begin to take shape. This is where initial memory consolidation begins. Your brain starts the vital process of transferring newly acquired information from temporary short-term memory networks.
Like the hippocampus.
Exactly, like those in the hippocampus, to more permanent long-term memory networks in the neocortex. It also significantly involves sensory gating, where the brain actively learns to ignore irrelevant, continuous background noises, such as a fan, distant traffic, or a ticking clock. This allows you to stay asleep without conscious awareness of these distractions.
Right, tuning things out.
Physiologically, your body temperature begins its important drop, which is a crucial cue that supports the transition into even deeper sleep stages. And importantly, brain metabolism also decreases, conserving energy for the intensive repair work that follows.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting and truly groundbreaking. Deep sleep, also known as slow wave sleep, or stage 3. This is often heralded as the physically most restorative phase, characterized by large, slow delta waves. This sounds like serious, heavy-duty brain work. This is the part that probably makes you feel utterly refreshed and recharged if you get enough of it.
It absolutely is. These large, slow, synchronized brain waves reflect a remarkable level of coordination across millions of neurons. Unlike the chaotic, individualistic firing patterns of wakefulness or even lighter sleep, deep sleep creates this unified, almost orchestral rhythm across vast regions of your brain. This allows for large-scale brain maintenance activities to occur efficiently. This is where the heavy lifting happens, a period of profound physical and mental restoration that is foundational to overall health and feeling truly rejuvenated. It's like the brain is conducting a perfectly rehearsed chorus rather than an improvisational jazz session, creating the optimal conditions for repair. And within this crucial deep sleep, we see several critical brain maintenance functions taking place. One of the most groundbreaking discoveries in sleep science in recent decades is the identification of the glymphatic system.
The brain's waste clearance network, the neural dishwasher I've read about.
That's the one. It's essentially your brain's unique waste clearance network, and it becomes incredibly active during deep sleep. And here's the truly surprising part. During this phase, your brain cells actually shrink by up to 60%.
60%, really?
Temporarily, yes. Not permanently, of course. But this creates significantly wider spaces between neurons. This allows cerebrospinal fluid to flow more freely through these expanded channels, effectively flushing out toxic waste products. This includes harmful proteins like amyloid beta and tau, which are directly associated with neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's.
So it's literally cleaning house.
Exactly. This neural dishwasher function is a remarkable 10 times more active during sleep than during wakefulness. It's a vital proactive defense mechanism, ensuring your brain literally cleans itself out nightly, a process that simply cannot happen effectively when you're awake.
So transforming temporary fragile memories into lasting, robust ones, that's a huge part of deep sleep too. Really locking in what we learned during the day and making it permanent.
Critical. Deep sleep serves as a crucial phase for systems consolidation. This is where memories are gradually transferred from the hippocampus, which acts as a temporary storage or kind of inbox for new experiences, to the neocortex for more permanent long-term storage. This process doesn't just store, it strengthens the neural pathways that represent those memories, making them more resilient to forgetting.
Okay.
It also involves what scientists call synaptic homeostasis. Think of it as your brain doing a massive nightly spring cleaning or digital decluttering. It strengthens the vital neural connections that hold on to key memories and skills you've learned, and simultaneously prunes away the weaker, less important ones.
Getting rid of the junk connections.
Pretty much. It's like deleting unnecessary files to make your computer run faster and more efficiently, optimizing your memory networks for peak performance. Furthermore, the brain engages in pattern extraction, identifying common rules, principles, and categories from the day's experiences. This supports learning and skill acquisition beyond just rote memorization, helping you connect the dots without even realizing it.
And hormones get a reset here too. It's not just about the brain's internal workings then, but also its broader chemical balance for the whole body. Sleep's impact goes beyond just our thoughts.
Exactly. Deep sleep triggers the release of several crucial hormones that have widespread bodily effects. We see a significant surge in the release of growth hormone. This is absolutely essential for tissue repair, muscle growth, and overall cellular regeneration throughout the body.
That explains why kids need so much sleep.
Absolutely, but it remains vital for adult repair too. There's also an increase in prolactin, a hormone that supports immune system function and further aids in tissue repair. And significantly, there's reduced cortisol. Stress hormone levels drop dramatically, allowing for profound physical and mental recovery. This hormonal rebalancing is a key component of your body's ability to recover from the stresses and demands of the day, leaving you feeling calm and restored.
Even our immune system gets a serious boost during deep sleep. It truly sounds like deep sleep is a full body tune-up, not just for the brain. It's like a secret weapon against illness.
Crucially, yes, your immune system undergoes significant enhancement and recalibration. T cells, those absolutely vital immune cells responsible for identifying and attacking pathogens, they become optimized for better pathogen recognition during deep sleep.
Like getting a software update.
Kind of. It's like they're getting sharpened up to spot threats more effectively. Inflammatory responses are also regulated and reduced, which helps combat chronic inflammation throughout the body, a key factor in many chronic diseases. And immune memory is strengthened, meaning your body builds a more robust, quicker defense against future infections. It significantly improves your body's future pathogen resistance. So, getting enough deep sleep is quite literally fortifying your internal defenses, making you less susceptible to getting sick.
Now for REM sleep, rapid eye movement. This is the stage everyone seems to know for dreams, but it's also called the paradoxical stage, right? Your body becomes essentially paralyzed, but your brain activity rivals or sometimes even exceeds wakefulness. It's like your brain goes into hyperdrive while the rest of you is completely still. What a bizarre contrast.
The paradox is indeed striking. While your body enters a state of near paralysis except for your diaphragm, which keeps you breathing, and your eye muscles moving rapidly beneath your eyelids, your brain is intensely active. This seeming contradiction reflects REM sleep's unique and absolutely essential role in cognitive and emotional processing. It's a highly active mental state that allows for specific kinds of brain work that simply cannot be performed in any other state, awake or asleep. It requires a temporary detachment from reality.
What's driving these vivid, often bizarre, sometimes nonsensical dreams we experience in REM? It feels like a completely different kind of consciousness, almost like an internal movie director has taken over.
Well, during REM sleep, your brain undergoes dramatic neurochemical changes that create this unique and often vivid dream state. Neurotransmitters associated with logical thinking, rational judgment, and directed attention like norepinephrine, serotonin, and histamine dramatically drop to their lowest levels.
The reality check chemicals go offline.
Yes, exactly. This reduction allows for the sometimes illogical and fantastical narratives of dreams to unfold without your usual waking filters. At the same time, acetylcholine, which is strongly linked to learning, memory formation, and sensory processing, becomes highly active. There are also altered dopamine patterns, which may contribute to the emotional intensity, motivation, and sometimes the bizarre, disconnected logic of dreams, making them feel incredibly real and impactful.
Wow.
This unique neurochemical environment creates an ideal setting for creative thinking, emotional processing, and memory integration. Activities that would be impossible during normal waking consciousness because they require complete freedom from external reality and conventional logic. The functions of REM sleep are just as profound as NREM, but they serve different, often complementary purposes, building on the structural work done earlier in the night. First, and critically, is emotional regulation and processing.
Right, like the brain's therapy session.
In a way, yes. REM sleep serves as your brain's dedicated emotional processing hub. Difficult or emotionally charged experiences from the day are replayed, processed, and integrated into your broader understanding of the world. Emotional memories are consolidated and their significance calibrated, which directly supports better mood regulation and emotional control during wakefulness. It also helps in effectively processing daily stressors, allowing your brain to diffuse their ongoing psychological impact, preventing them from festering and causing anxiety or prolonged stress the next day. This process helps you wake up feeling emotionally recalibrated.
So it's like our brain's emotional processing center, helping us deal with the day's events, almost like therapy while we're unconscious, truly supporting our mental well-being.
In a very real sense, absolutely. It's a critical period for emotional healing and recalibration, preventing emotional overload. Another major function is creative problem solving and innovation.
Ah, the sleeping on a problem phenomena. Is this where those aha moments happen?
Absolutely. The unique, less inhibited brain state of REM sleep facilitates creative thinking by allowing disparate pieces of information, thoughts, and memories to be connected in novel, unconventional ways. This often leads to surprising insights and solutions to complex problems that you might have been wrestling with consciously.
Makes sense.
Many artists, musicians, and writers report their best ideas coming through dreams or upon waking, underscoring its role in artistic inspiration and innovation. The brain identifies subtle, hidden patterns and relationships that may not be apparent during logical, linear waking thought, It fosters a truly out-of-the-box approach to challenges.
How does REM contribute to memory, distinct from deep sleep? It sounds like both stages are involved, but in these fascinatingly different ways. It's not just a one-and-done process.
That's a great question, as their roles are indeed complementary and highly specialized. While NREM sleep, particularly deep sleep, focuses heavily on transferring and strengthening declarative memories, the facts, figures, specific events you learned. REM sleep integrates them into your broader knowledge network. This includes associative memory formation. That's about connecting new information with existing knowledge in creative and meaningful ways, building a richer, more interconnected mental web.
Okay, linking things together.
Exactly. It's why you might suddenly understand how two seemingly unrelated concepts actually link up. It's also crucial for skill consolidation, particularly complex skills involving creativity, nuanced social interactions, or emotional intelligence, helping you refine and automate those abilities. And it's key to those profound aha insight formations that bridge understanding, where sudden realizations about how different pieces of information fit together occur, leading to a deeper, more integrated comprehension. It's less about simply storing and more about integrating, synthesizing, and making profound sense of new information within existing mental frameworks.
And it's vital for our brain's ability to grow and change throughout life, for what scientists call plasticity, that continuous ability to adapt and learn.
Crucial. REM sleep plays a significant role in brain development, especially in childhood and adolescence, and in ongoing neuroplasticity throughout life. It facilitates neural pathway formation, literally creating new connections between neurons and modifying existing ones, which is the very physical basis of learning and adaptation.
Building the brain's wiring.
Exactly. It also aids in synaptic pruning, where unnecessary or weak neural connections are identified and eliminated to improve overall brain efficiency and function, much like decluttering your hard drive. This process enhances cognitive flexibility, which is the brain's remarkable ability to adapt its thinking patterns, learn new strategies, and be more versatile in problem solving. This makes REM sleep an active and indispensable contributor to the brain's continuous evolution and its capacity to thrive in a constantly changing world.
Okay, this all sounds incredibly powerful and intricate, this nightly maintenance program for our brains. But what happens when we don't get enough of this vital nightly maintenance? What are the immediate and long-term costs of neglecting something so utterly fundamental to our being?
That's where the stark reality sets in, unfortunately. When sleep maintenance is inadequate, the effects on brain function are both immediate and profound. It leads to a sleep debt that accumulates, not just making you feel tired, but actively impacting every aspect of cognitive function. And, crucially, significantly increasing the risk of serious long-term health issues.
Like compound interest, but for bad stuff.
Exactly. It's like neglecting routine maintenance on a complex, high-performance machine. Initially, you might see minor glitches, but eventually, critical systems begin to fail or underperform, leading to cascading problems throughout the entire system. Let's first look at the immediate, tangible effects on cognitive function that you might experience after just 1 or 2 nights of insufficient sleep, starting with attention and focus.
Like those moments where you just can't concentrate or your mind drifts or you read the same sentence 3 times and still don't absorb it. Those frustrating moments of mental fogginess.
It's often far worse than just fogginess. You can experience microsleeps, brief, involuntary sleep episodes lasting only a few seconds. That can occur even during waking hours without you even realizing it.
Wow, that sounds dangerous.
Incredibly dangerous, especially if you're driving or operating machinery, as you literally zone out for a moment. Sustained attention becomes increasingly difficult, response times slow significantly, making you react slower to stimuli, and error rates increase dramatically in complex, detail-oriented tasks. Your ability to focus just crumbles, making it incredibly hard to learn new information, perform effectively at work, or even maintain a coherent conversation. You become easily distractible and prone to mistakes.
So, trying to learn something new after a bad night's sleep is almost pointless because your brain just can't hold on to it or process it effectively. Feels like trying to write on sand.
Pretty much. Our sources indicate that new learning capacity can drop by a staggering 40% after just 1 night of poor sleep.
40%.
Yes. This is because the foundational processes for memory encoding and consolidation simply aren't happening effectively. Your working memory, your mental workspace where you hold and manipulate information actively, becomes severely compromised. This makes it hard to process new data, follow instructions, or connect ideas in real time. And critically, memory consolidation from the previous day is incomplete or impaired, meaning what you did learn the day before might not get properly filed away into long-term storage, leading to rapid forgetting.
So it's a double whammy.
Absolutely. You can't take in new information well, and you lose old information more easily.
And what about our ability to make good choices? Does sleep deprivation turn us into impulsive, bad decision makers, unable to properly assess situations?
It absolutely does, with potentially serious repercussions. Risk assessment becomes significantly impaired. You might underestimate dangers, misjudge situations, or make poor judgments you wouldn't typically consider.
Oh.
Impulsive behavior increases as your inhibitions weaken, making you more prone to snap decisions or regrettable actions. This is because complex decision-making suffers as the prefrontal cortex, your brain's executive function center responsible for planning, judgment, impulse control, logical reasoning, becomes less effective and less active.
Right. The CEO of the brain isn't working well.
Exactly. This impairment can have serious real-world consequences, from financial decisions to personal relationships and even critical safety issues on the road or in the workplace. Your ability to think clearly and make rational choices is severely compromised. Beyond these immediate cognitive hits, which can feel challenging enough, there are severe long-term consequences of chronic sleep debt that are truly alarming. One of the most critical is an increased neurodegenerative disease risk.
This is a serious wake-up call, linking poor sleep directly to conditions like Alzheimer's. It's not just about feeling tired, it's about the very long-term health and resilience of your brain for decades to come.
The evidence is increasingly strong and deeply concerning. Chronic sleep deprivation is directly linked to the accumulation of amyloid beta plaques.
The stuff the glymphatic system is supposed to clear out.
Precisely. They're a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. If your neural dishwasher isn't running effectively night after night, these toxic proteins build up. Moreover, research shows that REM sleep disorders often precede a Parkinson's diagnosis by many years, serving as a potential early warning sign.
Wow.
And generally, chronic sleep debt accelerates age-related cognitive decline, making your brain more vulnerable to various forms of damage, inflammation, and dysfunction as you age. It's a direct threat to your brain's longevity and health, highlighting sleep as a proactive defense.
It's a vicious cycle, isn't it? Sleep problems often go hand in hand with mood disorders like depression and anxiety. It's hard to tell which one starts first sometimes.
It's definitely a reinforcing loop. Sleep problems are both a prominent symptom and a contributing cause of depression, creating a relentless, vicious cycle. One feeds the other, making recovery from either more difficult. Poor sleep dramatically increases emotional reactivity and reduces your coping capacity.
So you're just on edge more.
Exactly. You're far more vulnerable to stress, minor annoyances, and negative thoughts. This contributes directly to anxiety disorders, panic attacks, and general mood instability. Your emotional resilience is significantly weakened, making it harder to navigate daily challenges without feeling overwhelmed, irritable, or emotionally volatile. It chips away at your ability to manage your inner world.
And the body suffers just as much as the mind. It's not just your brain that's impacted by this lack of nightly maintenance. It's every system in your physical being.
Absolutely. The consequences are systemic. Your immune system is significantly compromised, leading to increased susceptibility to common infections like colds and flu, and slower healing from injuries or illnesses. Your body lacks the restorative periods it needs for repair. Sleep loss profoundly disrupts hormones controlling hunger and metabolism, such as ghrelin, which stimulates appetite, and leptin, which signals fullness. This contributes to weight gain, obesity, and a significantly increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes.
The hunger hormones get messed up.
Yep, and perhaps most critically, poor sleep significantly increases the risk of serious cardiovascular problems like heart disease, stroke, and hypertension, often due to increased inflammation, elevated blood pressure, and chronic stress on the circulatory system. It truly affects every system in your body, potentially shortening your healthy lifespan.
So after hearing about all these crucial functions and the, well, dire, undeniable consequences of neglecting sleep, the big question becomes, what can we do? How do we give our brain the best chance to perform this vital nightly maintenance effectively? It feels like a big undertaking to overhaul something so fundamental.
It might feel that way, but the good news is it starts with understanding the science of optimizing your sleep environment, timing, duration, and pre-sleep routines. And the beautiful thing is that small, consistent changes, when based on scientific principles, can make a huge cumulative difference for your brain health. It doesn't require massive disruptive overhauls. It's about creating the right conditions for your brain to do its best, most restorative work. Let's start with creating the ideal sleep environment because your surroundings play a far larger role than most people realize.
A cool room is key, right? I always find I sleep better when it's a bit chilly, even in winter. Is there a scientific reason for that specific temperature?
Crucial, and yes, there's a very clear physiological reason. Your brain requires a cool environment to both initiate and maintain sleep effectively. The optimal bedroom temperature is generally between 65–68 degrees Celsius or about 18–20 degrees Celsius.
Okay, 1820 Celsius.
This is because your core body temperature naturally drops 1 to 2 degrees as you fall asleep, and a cool external environment supports this crucial physiological change. Conversely, hot environments prevent this natural temperature drop that can severely fragment sleep, cause more awakenings, and significantly reduce those critical deep sleep stages that are so important for repair and memory.
Right, it disrupts the process.
Exactly. It's like trying to cool a computer when it's already overheating. You need a proper thermal environment.
Blue light, screens. Big no-no before bed. It's so hard to put the phone down, but I can honestly feel the difference in how quickly I fall asleep when I avoid it.
Absolutely. Light exposure, especially the blue light emitted from screens, is the most powerful regulator of your circadian rhythm, your internal body clock. Blue light signals to your brain that it's daytime, actively suppressing the production of melatonin.
The sleep hormone.
Right, the hormone that tells your body it's time for sleep. So you really must avoid screens or use blue light filters for 1 to 2 hours before bedtime to prevent this melatonin suppression. Complete darkness during sleep is also vital to support robust melatonin production and ensure deeper, more consolidated sleep.
Pitch black is best.
Ideally. And conversely, getting bright light, ideally natural sunlight, within the first hour of waking helps regulate your circadian clock for the day. It signals to your brain that it's morning and time to be alert and productive. It's about calibrating your internal clock.
Is it better to have complete silence, or can some kind of background noise, like white noise, actually be helpful for sleep?
It varies significantly from person to person, but for many, a consistent low-level background noise like white noise, pink noise, or even gentle nature sounds can actually be highly effective at improving sleep quality.
Really? How does that work?
It creates a consistent sound mask that helps block out sudden jarring noises that would otherwise disrupt your sleep. Sudden sounds, even if they don't fully wake you up, can fragment sleep and pull you out of deeper, more restorative stages. So, for those living in noisy environments, considering earplugs or sound masking devices, like a white noise machine, can be highly effective to protect against disruptive noises and promote uninterrupted sleep. Next, let's talk about timing and duration strategies, because when and how long you sleep are just as important as the environment.
7 to 9 hours is the golden rule for most adults, isn't it? It feels like an unattainable dream for so many in our busy world. Is there any wiggle room?
Yes, for most adults, 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep is generally required for optimal brain function and overall health. However, individual needs can indeed vary based on genetics, age, lifestyle factors. What's critically important to remember, though, is that quality matters as much as quantity.
Ah, okay. Uninterrupted sleep.
Exactly. Fragmented, interrupted sleep, even if it adds up to 9 hours, provides significantly fewer benefits than consolidated, uninterrupted sleep, which allows your brain to complete full sleep cycles. So aiming for consistency and avoiding disruptions is key.
And consistency is absolutely paramount for our circadian rhythm, so even on weekends, we should try to stick to a similar schedule. That's a really tough one for many, myself included, who love to sleep in.
Non-negotiable, really. Consistent sleep and wake times, even on weekends, are absolutely paramount for supporting and stabilizing your natural circadian rhythm. This internal clock thrives on regularity.
No cheating on Saturday.
Well, weekend catch-up sleep, often called social jet lag, cannot fully compensate for weekday sleep debt and can actually disrupt your rhythm further. It makes Monday mornings and the transition back to the work week even harder.
I feel that.
If you need to adjust your schedule, do it gradually, maybe 50 to 30 minutes per day, rather than making drastic, jarring shifts. Prioritizing consistency is a huge investment in your brain's clock.
Are naps a friend or foe to good sleep? I know some people swear by them, while others say they just make them groggier and mess up their night.
Depends entirely on the nap. Short power naps, typically 10 to 20 minutes in duration, can be a fantastic friend. They are excellent for enhancing alertness, boosting cognitive performance, and reducing sleepiness without significantly interfering with nighttime sleep. They're a quick reset.
Okay, short is good.
Longer naps, say 90 minutes or more, may provide more comprehensive benefits, including a full sleep cycle that might offer some deep sleep. but they require careful timing to avoid post-nap grogginess, what we call sleep inertia, that disoriented feeling.
Right, feeling fuzzy after waking up.
Exactly. And crucially, late-day napping can significantly interfere with nighttime sleep quality by reducing your homeostatic sleep drive, making it harder to fall asleep later. So nap wisely and earlier in the day if possible. Finally, let's discuss pre-sleep routines and practices, because what you do in the hours before bed profoundly impacts your ability to transition into restorative sleep.
What helps signal to the brain it's time to switch off and prepare for sleep? It's often hard to just turn off a busy, racing mind.
Developing a consistent, calming wind-down routine is absolutely key to signaling your brain that sleep is approaching. Activities like reading, preferably a physical book rather than a backlit screen,
Put the phone away.
definitely. Gentle stretching or yoga, a warm bath or shower, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation are all excellent choices. Journaling to process the day's events and any lingering concerns can also be very effective at offloading mental clutter and preventing rumination. Critically, avoid screens, intense exercise, and any stimulating activities during this crucial wind-down period. They actively signal wakefulness to your brain and can interfere with melatonin production.
Food and drink definitely impact our sleep, often in ways we don't realize or underestimate. What should we be mindful of?
Crucially, yes, and often in subtle ways. Avoid large, heavy, or spicy meals within 3 hours of bedtime, as digestion can significantly interfere with your body's ability to settle into sleep. Limit caffeine intake, especially after 2 p.m., given its long half-life. A cup of coffee at 4 p.m. can still be stimulating your brain at 10 p.m.
Wow, that late.
Yep. Alcohol, while it may initially help initiate sleep by acting as a sedative, significantly impairs sleep quality by disrupting sleep architecture, particularly the vital REM sleep later in the night.
So it knocks you out but messes up the important stages.
Precisely. Surprisingly, a light, protein-rich snack, like a small yogurt, a handful of nuts, or a banana, may actually support better sleep in some individuals by stabilizing blood sugar and providing tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin and melatonin.
How do we quiet a busy, anxious mind before bed? That's often the biggest challenge for me, just getting my thoughts to slow down and stop racing through the day's events or tomorrow's to-do list.
This is a very common hurdle, and it often requires active strategies. A highly effective strategy is to set aside dedicated worry time earlier in the evening, well before bedtime.
Worry time, like scheduling worrying.
Sort of. Use this time to process worries, make your to-do list for tomorrow, plan your day. This helps download those thoughts so they don't intrude when you're trying to sleep. Practice gratitude or positive reflection exercises to intentionally shift your mental state. Use relaxation techniques like deep breathing or body scans to calm an active mind, or consider meditation apps or guided relaxation programs. This helps signal to your brain that it's okay to wind down and release the day's concerns, making the transition to sleep much smoother.
Do our sleep needs and challenges actually change as we get older? It seems like it's never a one-size-fits-all situation when it comes to sleep. What works at 20 might not work at 60.
Absolutely. The brain's maintenance requirements and sleep architecture evolve significantly across our lifespan. It requires different approaches, different durations, and different considerations at various stages. What works for a child won't necessarily work for a young adult, and what an adult needs may shift dramatically as they age. It's a dynamic, lifelong relationship with sleep. Let's start with childhood and adolescence, a period of intense development.
Children need a lot of sleep, and any parent knows it. But why is it so critically important for them specifically, beyond just needing energy for playing and growing?
Well, developing brains have incredibly intensive maintenance needs because they are literally building their fundamental structures. Children typically require between 9 to 11 hours of sleep, with even more needed during periods of rapid growth and developmental spurts.
9 to 11 hours, wow.
This sleep is critical because growth hormone release is particularly robust during childhood sleep. It's essential not just for physical growth and tissue repair, but also for the repair and development of brain cells. Memory consolidation is also crucially important for learning and academic performance, as children are constantly acquiring vast amounts of new information and skills daily. Sleep is how that learning is cemented. Without adequate sleep, their capacity to learn and grow is severely hampered.
And then we hit adolescence, and teens seem to be naturally wired to stay up later, becoming night owls. Is that just a phase or something more fundamental that parents need to understand?
That's a profound biological reality, not just a preference. Changes in circadian rhythms during adolescence naturally shift their sleep schedule later. It makes them biologically predisposed to be night owls that genuinely want to go to bed later and wake up later.
So it's not just defiance.
Not entirely, no. However, academic and social pressures, like early school start times, evening sports, social media, often conflict dramatically with these biological sleep needs. This leads to widespread sleep deprivation during adolescence. And this isn't just about being grumpy, it can have lasting negative effects on brain development, impacting academic performance, increasing risks for mental health issues like anxiety and depression, and even contributing to increased risk-taking behavior due to underdeveloped impulse control.
Right.
Understanding this biological shift can help parents and educators find better solutions. Moving into adulthood, where the challenges often shift.
This is often where sleep really falls by the wayside due to work, family, and the sheer demands of life. It feels like a constant juggle, where sleep is often the first thing sacrificed.
Indeed, it's a phase where sleep often becomes a casualty of ambition and responsibility. Career demands, often involving long hours, shift work, or demanding schedules, frequently conflict with optimal sleep schedules. Stress management becomes increasingly important for maintaining sleep quality, as adult life brings numerous stressors, financial, relational, professional, that can significantly disrupt sleep.
Yeah, life gets complicated.
And parenting responsibilities, especially with newborns or young children, can severely disrupt sleep patterns for years, leading to chronic sleep debt for many. For adults, it's really about learning to prioritize sleep as a performance tool, recognizing its direct impact on productivity, creativity, emotional stability, and overall well-being, rather than viewing it as lost time that could be better spent.
It's an investment, not a sacrifice.
Exactly. Finally, aging and sleep, a stage where sleep patterns can become more challenging.
And for older adults, sleep often becomes more elusive and fragmented. Is that just an inevitable, unavoidable part of getting older, or are there ways to mitigate it?
True, there are natural age-related changes, but they're not entirely unmanageable. Deep sleep stages, specifically, naturally decrease with age, and sleep generally becomes more fragmented with more frequent awakenings throughout the night.
So less deep sleep.
Generally, yes. While REM sleep periods may become shorter, they remain important for cognitive health and emotional processing. Also, older adults often experience natural shifts in their circadian rhythms, leading to earlier bedtimes and wake times. It's a different sleep architecture, but still profoundly vital, and there are ways to support it.
What helps navigate these age-related sleep changes to maintain good sleep quality and support brain health in later years?
Maintaining consistent sleep schedules becomes even more important for older adults to stabilize their naturally shifting circadian rhythm. Regular, appropriate exercise, adapted to individual capabilities, is a powerful tool. It supports better sleep quality and helps increase the amount of deeper sleep stages.
So staying active helps.
Definitely. It's also crucial to carefully manage medications with a healthcare professional, as many common prescriptions can interfere with sleep or cause daytime drowsiness. And finally, promptly addressing any age-related sleep disorders, such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or frequent nocturnal urination, with a healthcare professional can make a significant difference in sleep quality, reducing fragmentation and improving overall health. It's about proactive management.
What's on the horizon for sleep research? It feels like we're just scratching the surface of its complexity, and the potential for new discoveries seems enormous. How will our understanding and ability to optimize sleep continue to evolve?
It's an incredibly dynamic and exciting field, truly a frontier in neuroscience. We're seeing groundbreaking advancements in personalized approaches and innovative therapeutic interventions that are rapidly shaping the future of sleep health. We're definitely moving beyond a one-size-fits-all approach to highly tailored, precision solutions for individuals. Let's first look at personalized sleep medicine, which promises to revolutionize how we understand our individual sleep needs.
Are some people just genetically built to need less sleep than others, or to be morning people versus night owls? It feels like there's a wide spectrum, but society often pushes us all into the same mold.
Indeed. This is a burgeoning area of research. Scientists are discovering fascinating genetic variations that significantly influence individual sleep needs and preferences. For example, some people are genetically short sleepers, who truly function optimally on less than 7 hours of sleep without negative cognitive or health consequences.
Really, they're not just bragging.
Apparently not. Their biology supports it, while others require more, closer to 9 or even 10 hours. Genetic factors also play a major role in determining whether you're naturally a morning person, an early bird, or a night owl. Understanding your unique genetic sleep profile through future tests may allow us to move away from generalized recommendations to truly individualized advice. Optimizing your personal sleep strategy for peak performance and health rather than trying to fit into a societal norm that might not suit your biology.
Wearable devices, smart homes, AI integration. How are these technologies revolutionizing our understanding and ability to manage our own sleep in real time?
Advanced monitoring technology is truly changing the game. Wearable devices like smart rings and watches are becoming increasingly sophisticated. They're capable of tracking sleep stages with impressive accuracy. This provides individuals with detailed insights into their unique sleep architecture, how much deep sleep, how much REM, how fragmented their night
So
was.
you get your own sleep report card.
Kind of, yeah. Smart home integration can take this a step further, automatically optimizing sleep environments by adjusting lighting, temperature, and sound based on your real-time sleep data, creating a perfectly tailored sleep sanctuary. And personalized sleep coaching, leveraging AI and individual physiological data, is becoming more sophisticated, offering tailored insights and interventions beyond generic advice. This data-driven approach allows for much more effective self-management and a deeper understanding of your own unique sleep patterns. We're also seeing incredibly exciting developments in therapeutic interventions, moving beyond traditional approaches to actively enhance sleep.
Can we actively boost our sleep benefits? Maybe enhance memory consolidation or deep sleep with technology while we're sleeping? That sounds like science fiction.
It sounds like it, but research is rapidly moving into fascinating areas. For example, techniques like targeted memory reactivation during sleep, using specific sounds or cues presented at precise moments, are showing promise in enhancing learning and memory consolidation.
Wow, like feeding information to your sleeping brain.
Sort of, subtly reinforcing what was learned. Transcranial stimulation techniques, like TDCS or TCS, are being investigated for their potential to non-invasively enhance slow-wave sleep and its associated benefits, almost like giving your brain a targeted boost. And sound and light therapy can be precisely timed to optimize specific sleep stages and their benefits, subtly guiding the brain into more efficient and restorative sleep cycles. It's about making your sleep work harder and smarter.
And are new pharmaceutical developments moving beyond just sedatives that simply induce unconsciousness to more targeted approaches?
Precisely. The goal is no longer just to knock you out. New medications are being developed to specifically enhance certain crucial sleep stages. For instance, increasing the duration or intensity of deep sleep or REM sleep, rather than simply inducing general unconsciousness.
More precision drugs?
It's exactly. Targeted treatments for specific sleep disorders are becoming more precise and effective, addressing underlying neurological mechanisms rather than just masking symptoms. Furthermore, extensive research into naturally occurring sleep compounds and neuromodulators may lead to safer and more effective sleep aids in the future, with fewer side effects and a more natural induction of sleep, allowing your brain to perform its maintenance without unwanted interference.
Okay, this has been a massive deep dive into the why of sleep, its functions, and its fascinating future. For someone listening right now wanting to improve their sleep, where do they realistically start? Our sources provide a great, actionable roadmap to begin this essential journey.
They do, and it's an excellent practical approach. It's a fantastic 4-week action plan, carefully breaking down the process into manageable, sustainable steps. And remember, improving your sleep is a process, not an immediate destination. It requires consistency, patience, and a willingness to understand your own body, but the profound rewards for your health and well-being are absolutely worth it. Let's look at week 1, assessment and foundation. This is all about gathering information and setting the stage.
So first, understanding your current patterns and setting up your environment for success. It sounds like a diagnostic phase combined with an initial setup.
Exactly. You can't improve what you don't measure. Start by creating a sleep diary. For at least a week, meticulously track your current sleep patterns. This includes your bedtime, approximate time to fall asleep, any awakenings, wake time, and perceived sleep quality, maybe on a scale of 1 to 5.
Okay, track everything.
Crucially, note any factors that seem to influence your sleep, like stress levels, diet choices, exercise timing, or screen time before bed. This helps you identify your natural energy patterns and any existing habits that might be detrimental. Then, focus immediately on environment optimization. Ensure your bedroom is cool, ideally 65-68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18-20 degrees C, completely dark and quiet. Invest in blackout curtains or an eye mask if necessary. Consider a white noise machine or earplugs if noise is an issue. Finally, critically evaluate your mattress and pillows for comfort and support. They are crucial, often overlooked components. For week 2, Routine development. This is where you begin to actively build those new, consistent habits.
This week is precisely about that, building new, consistent habits, which we know are vital for our circadian rhythm. What are the first key habits to establish?
This week is all about bringing structure. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Choose a realistic bedtime and wake time that you can genuinely maintain 7 days a week. Yes, even on weekends.
Tough one.
It is, but it's key. If your current schedule is way off, begin shifting it gradually, 15-30 minutes per day, until you reach your target. Set gentle reminders to begin your wind-down routine. Consistency is your ally. Then create a pre-sleep routine. Develop a predictable 30-60-minute routine that actively signals to your brain that sleep is approaching. Include relaxing activities like reading a physical book, screens out, gentle stretching, or meditation. Avoid screens, intense exercise, and stimulating activities during this time. Moving on to week 3, advanced optimization. This is about taking it to the next level by supporting your circadian rhythm more actively and integrating stress management.
Taking it to the next level with circadian rhythm support and active stress management, addressing those deeper influences that might be sabotaging our sleep. What does that look like?
This week, focus on circadian rhythm support. Make a conscious effort to get bright light exposure within the first hour of waking up. Open curtains, step outside, maybe use a light therapy lamp. Spend time outdoors during the day, especially in the morning, to reinforce your internal clock. Dim lights in the evening and consider blue light filtering glasses if you must use screens. Reiterate avoiding large meals, caffeine late in the day, and alcohol close to bedtime.
Reinforce the basics.
Exactly. Also, crucially, integrate stress management. Practice relaxation techniques regularly throughout your day, not just before bed. Address ongoing stressors actively. Journaling or dedicated meditation can be very effective to process daily concerns and reduce that mental rumination. And finally, week 4, fine-tuning and maintenance. This is about consolidating your progress and making these changes stick for the long term.
This is about making these changes stick for the long term, adapting them to your unique needs, and ensuring they become an ingrained part of your lifestyle.
Absolutely. This is about individual optimization. Review your sleep diary from the past weeks. Adjust your routine based on what you've learned works best for you. Experiment with different wind-down activities. Consider if your sleep duration needs slight adjustment based on how you truly feel during the day, energetic or still sluggish.
Personalize it.
Exactly. Finally, focus on long-term sustainability. Plan proactively for how you'll maintain good sleep habits during busy periods, travel, or times of stress. Life happens. Develop strategies for getting back on track after disrupted sleep, recognizing that occasional deviations are normal. Most importantly, consider sleep as a non-negotiable, fundamental component of your overall health routine, just as important as diet and exercise. It's an ongoing commitment. #outro.
Wow, what an incredible deep dive into the truly complex and absolutely essential world of sleep. It's truly your brain's nightly maintenance mode, a remarkable, intricate biological orchestration that works tirelessly behind the scenes to keep you at your best.
The research is just abundantly clear. Optimal sleep is not just about feeling rested the next day. It's about maintaining the long-term health and function of your brain, protecting your memory, fostering creativity, regulating your emotions, sharpening your decision-making, and even safeguarding against devastating neurodegenerative diseases. It's the silent, foundational process upon which all other aspects of your physical and mental well-being are built.
It's so tempting in our always connected, productivity-obsessed culture to view sleep as merely time that could be better spent elsewhere, more work, more entertainment, more social scrolling.
Yeah, lost time.
But the science we've explored today reveals that this perspective is not only misguided, but profoundly counterproductive. The hours you intentionally invest in quality sleep directly and dramatically enhance your performance, your creativity, your emotional resilience, and your overall well-being during your waking hours. It's not lost time. It's a powerful tool for self-improvement.
As neuroscience continues to uncover the mysteries and intricate mechanisms of sleep, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Sleep is not a passive state, but an active, indispensable process. It deserves the same deliberate attention and prioritization as exercise and nutrition in our pursuit of optimal health and performance. The investment you make in your sleep today will pay profound dividends in your cognitive performance, your emotional well-being, and your long-term brain health for years, even decades to come.
Your brain works tirelessly to maintain itself during sleep-clearing waste, consolidating memories, processing emotions, preparing meticulously for the challenges of tomorrow. Consider this. Every single night, your brain is doing this remarkable, intricate, selfless work just for you. What will you do, starting tonight, to help it succeed and thrive?
Indeed. Provide it with a consistent, quality sleep environment and the calm routine it needs to perform those critical functions effectively. Remember, start with small, sustainable changes. Be patient with yourself and listen to your body's signals.
We dream.
Your brain has important work to do.